It's going to be interesting to see who turns up. We don't know who's going to turn up. So we're putting our skates on and then we're going to venture out and see who's there. Maybe it'll be like last Saturday with a limited amount of people. We're going to see. A massive relief. We've had a great turnout. There's over 60 kids out there. I'm really excited about that. The question is, can any of them skate?
I went ice skating once before and I was okay I fell off at the start a lot.
I can't stop, like, after crashing to the side, stop.
It just really hurts your feet. Apart from that, it's actually quite fun falling over.
Chris and Jane's ice show will be open to all skaters, whatever their abilities.
Morning! Are you all ready to go skating?
Yeah!
Yeah? What we want to do to begin with is just have fun. Let's get out onto the ice. Let's go! Hi guys, that's it. Hang on to the barriers.
See how it goes.
Hey Brian, nice to see you, well done. Johnny, well done, nice to see you too.
Sade, hi. Hold on to the barrier.
You know what's lovely? Most of them going around without holding on to the barrier. So that shows that they're a lot of fearless first-timers.
There's a huge range of abilities today.
Step, step, that's the beginning. It's the beginning. You're loving it.
Well, that's a good thing. If you're not falling, you're not trying.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I got to skate with Christopher Dean. Oh my God, that was amazing.
For sports enthusiast Oliver, this is only his second time on the ice.
So you see what we're doing now? We're walking.
Yeah.
And what we want to try and do is start to skate.
Yeah.
Push. There we go. And over the other foot. No, don't lift it too high, just lift it off. There we go. Gentle. That's your challenge. Yeah? 1 foot.
We've got Charlie here. She came. She's over there.
Oh, is that her?
Yeah.
Unexpectedly, Charlie has turned up, despite the bust-up last week with another teenager.
Hey, Charlie. You've got the glide. Can we go around in, it's called a Killian dance hold. It's a skating thing. You hold hands here and a hold here. Now you know that left-right that you're doing? Yeah. We're going to do that. I'll follow you. There we go. Look. Well done. There we go. I'm not dropping. I think you're blagging me a bit because you're a bit more confident than you are. All right. Well, I think you're doing really well. Can we put your name down, Charlie? To be a part of it?
Yeah. Good.
All right, Charlie.
After 2 weeks in Nottingham, Chris and Jane finally have enough teenagers to stage their St. Anne's ice skating show.
It's been a fantastic day, and I think you've all done really, really well. All of us are going to be a part of this show. We want everybody to be inclusive in the show. Thank you for all your enthusiasm and participation, and onwards and upwards. Thanks, guys.
I found skating quite hard, to be honest. It's my second time, found it quite hard, but I got the hang of it at the end.
She worked really well and tried really hard on the ice, and I'm really proud of her. Yeah. Oh, you there? You there? Oh, no. Yes, I'm proud of her, yeah.
This seems very much like an old grassroots show that I used to go to. It's about 1,000 people here. It seems good, man. It seems very well organised. I saw the ambulance outside. That's always a good sign. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what the stand of the fights are like. Thanks, sir. Great to meet you. It's got my shirt on. How cool's that? Came all the way here. I've got some supporters. I like that. Thank you, my friend. Really good. I can feel it as I watch the fighters walk out. I know what they're going through. I know how they're feeling, and it's that moment where every cell in your body starts to switch on and starts to fire because the adrenaline's going. There's no feeling like it. This is a really well-organised show. I mean, they've got commentators, they've got a live screen feed going on. If you were to go to a town of this kind of size in the UK, you wouldn't expect, well, you wouldn't expect a pub to be open after about 9 o'clock at night, I don't think. So, let alone an event like this.
Oh, body kick, beautiful, wow. That was very Jan Blachowicz, wasn't it?
I always found myself so much more nervous for these type of events because my goal was always to get to the UFC. It was kind of weird, my UFC debut at 89, it was the first fight I'd not really had any nerves for because I'd almost achieved what I'd set out to do. Like both of these guys, I'm sure, are dreaming of fighting in the UFC one day. And one of them tonight will be a step closer and the other one will be a step further away. Since becoming a UFC commentator, I can't seem to go anywhere without being handed a microphone.
Then it's a pleasure to have you here. We are very glad. So give us please your thoughts about tonight's event.
I think the fights have been very good. They've been very competitive, good exchanges on the ground, good striking. I'm very impressed with the event. It's been very organised and you've been very welcoming. Thank you.
Okay, so what's now?
Now is the time for the main event.
Thank you.
That was crazy. I mean, we drove out 3 hours from Warsaw into a village of a population of 7,000 people, and there were 1,000 people in the sports hall watching up-and-coming MMA fighters. You know, some of them having their debuts, some amateurs, and some pros that are looking to go on to bigger things like the UFC. It's just amazing. I just wouldn't expect something so big and so well organised to be in such a small village.
It's a great start to the trip. I mean, what a perfect place. We see the grassroots level, and then we're going to go on to see during the rest of the week how the country's preparing for the UFC for the big show in April. It's going to be a great week. I'm excited for it.
In London, Callie's on a quest to find the wedding dress she'd choose if she was in charge of her big day. She's dreaming of a glamorous 1950s-style gown.
Hate the bling. Hate the bling.
Trouble is, nothing quite fits the bill.
I don't like the flowers and I don't like the detail. I'm really not sure about this material. I just don't think it looks very nice. Yeah, my wedding dress is the most important thing that Grant has to get right. Bling city, let alone the colour. It's a really, really horrible dress. If I don't feel comfortable or beautiful on my wedding day, I'm just not going to enjoy the day. I don't like the flowers on it.
No, it's like a...
The one is not in this shop. I don't think the one exists.
Back at Mission Control, Grant's come up with a novel plan to find the one. He's designing the wedding dress himself, from scratch.
I've had lots and lots of ideas. I've kind of knocked down my top 3. One of which, probably the most interesting, is my steampunk wedding dress. I've got a real kind of angel love, and I like that look. I think that would be a really cool look. She'd kill me. She would totally kill me.